You don't get to make a fake dating contract with your boss at work.
No, HR is going to be on your.
Ooh, HR is going
to. Ooh, no.
There's no such thing as HR in these dramas.
No. None of that. Because let's be real. In a real life scenario, this would not fly at all.
Hello and welcome to the Krazecast, the podcast run by the fans for the fans that brings you close to the action. My name is Rox, and today I'm joined by my fellow host, Jay.
Hello. To keep up with all our content, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all at KrazMag, and YouTube, The Kraze. And if you're watching this on YouTube, before we begin, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch our next episode and hit that bell for notifications for when we upload new videos and other special content. So what are we doing today? It's been a while. How have you been?
A lot has been going on.
A lot.
Everybody I know is back in the BTS train so hard. And it is funny to watch because there are some people I know that were like, had like abandoned them. And then as soon as the new song came out, all of us are just
like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like bullet train of feels, literally like, here you go. And wait, when we're recording this, it's technically their anniversary. So, oh my God, 9 years. Where has time gone? I can't believe it's been 9 years.
I know. I feel so old.
Feel so old. Other than that, how have you been? Aside from K-pop stuff.
Chill. As you can see, I'm not in my normal location. I've been forced. Well, not forced is a good word. I am watching 3 geriatric dogs at once. So that's fun. All of them are over the age of 12.
Oh boy. Lots of special care and attention. Hey, at least you don't have COVID.
That's true. I still have not gotten COVID.
I did. No fun. No bueno. No, does not recommend 100%. Don't do it. Yeah. But I'm on the tail end of recovering from it. If we had recorded last week, I probably would have looked like death. So does not recommend. Not fun. Stay safe, friends who are listening. We have a lot to talk about today, don't we?
Yeah. A lot of opinions for today. So today we're just going to do like a K-drama sort of roundup of three shows that are recent, sort of. The last one's not recent, but it is topical. Because the second season just started. So
right, exactly. And we haven't done an episode on K-dramas in a while. So I mean, it'll be good to just break it apart and see how we've been doing. I haven't been watching K-dramas as of more recently until like we decided on the dramas that we were watching or discussing today.
Same. It feels like it comes in waves. Like there are times where I'm binging like constantly, and then other times where I'm not watching them at all. So
yeah,
I feel like this all started because I started watching 25-21 and got very much in my emotions while watching that. So yeah, we kind of ran with it.
Yeah. And then also what's it called? Business Proposal. I mean, everybody's talking about it too. So they're fairly recent. All of these dramas are fairly recent. I feel like there's new K-dramas coming out all the time. So, we'll see, but massive spoiler alert. If you have not watched the dramas that we were talking about today, I recommend you click out of this episode, unfortunately, because we're going to be talking a lot about plot points and the storyline. So sorry, not going to be the episode if you haven't watched it. Or, I mean, if you're that type of person, just to see what are other people saying about it, just because you're like, do I get invested in this or not? Then there you go. So who should we talk about? What are we talking about first?
So we're going to start with a business proposal, which garnered a lot of attention. I didn't watch it until all of it was out, but there was a lot of buzz about it. And specifically, Kim Mingyu's his name, right? Is the second lead?
Yes.
There's one scene with him and the second lead lady that was
Man. Yep.
If you weren't gonna watch
Spicy.
it before, if you saw that clip, you're like, oh, just kidding. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I think when that specific scene, I think I had spoiled for me. Because I think I started watching it close to the end of it already. So technically when I started, that clip came out and I was like, where is this in the episode? Which one? Which one? Because oh my god, that was spicy. And I'm like, okay. Anyways, who else is in this drama first off?
So the lead male is An Hyo-sup. I love him. I first saw him in Father is Strange back in 2017, and like I wish he had a bigger role in that. He was one of the main characters, but like at the bottom of the list. And then Kim Sejong is the female lead. So I think they had really great chemistry.
I think so too. I like this is actually my first K-drama for the both of them. I know that Sejong has had a lot of work in the past. We're used to seeing her from IOI, and is it Gugudan, right? Was her previous group. Rip. Oh, Gugudan. And so getting to see her in this type of light for the very first time, I was just like, oh, she's actually really good. And she's cute. And they're cute together. I think what I liked about Business Proposal is it had that balance of drama, but also funny, and it's romantic too. So it's just like, okay, you sold me. I think like her as her alter ego was what sold me, because I think she was just so funny, and the premise of it, because she like, going on a blind date, pretending to be her best friend.
And trying to ruin said blind date.
Exactly.
That was the whole point, is to be over the top, but it did the opposite. So
exactly. It just made him like, oh, I want to know more about her. And then trouble just follows.
What I like about it, it's very lighthearted. So to me, even when there's like some of that drama, it's not like overwhelmingly sad ever. Really. There's like, it's just like, it's like, how do I explain it? It's very cliche, but like it has all of the regular like cliche K-drama tropes. Like the main guy is a CEO, rich, fucking head of the company, heir dude, chaebol guy who doesn't care about love or women or anything like that, and is being forced on blind dates by his grandfather. I guess, the leading girl is poor, or comes from a family with obviously less means
and humble beginnings.
And what are the other ones there? Fake dating. Fake dating AU. Everybody loves good fake dating AU. I don't care who you are. So about that. Don't care if it's cliche. Love that shit. What are the other ones?
Pretending to be somebody else cliche that's there in this drama. Or the I have a crush on somebody else, but they don't know. So I'm secretly like in love with them. And then it just does not work out anyway. And that heartbrokenness, though I will admit, when she was going through that situation, I was just like, ow, that hurt.
Oh, like, the friend. She had a crush on another friend, and he sucks. I hate him.
He does. He did suck. And I'm like, you just string her along. You knew the whole entire time. You're a dick. No. Oh.
It's the classic. He was the classic, like, I didn't want her until somebody else did, and now I want her.
Exactly.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Exactly.
Get out of here.
And then I was so pissed off because his girlfriend, who by the way is Dalshabet's Woohee, by the way, which was nice to see her because we haven't really seen Dalshabet in a long time. So
long time.
So getting to see members just doing some other stuff was really cool. Because I was just like, at first I was like, why is this girl so familiar? And just, she has the dimples, and I'm like, I feel like I've seen her before. And I'm like, oh, wait, it's Woohee. I know her. But yeah, like when they did the whole trip thing, and they were trying, I'm gonna make you jealous kind of trope. When that came along, you're like, oh, what a bitch. I don't like this. But I mean, overall, very entertaining show. Like it was really cute. I kind of wanted more, but I believe the comic is still ongoing because it's based off of webtoon.
Yeah, this drama is based off of a webtoon. So I haven't read it. Usually when that happens, the drama itself is like very different from the actual like webtoon, and that always makes me think of Cheese in the Trap, because that shit derailed.
It didn't work out the way it should have.
No. So yeah, I guess you could probably find that, because I'm unfamiliar with the webtoon, so I don't know how different it is. But yeah, I think A Business Proposal was so popular because it was all those tropes, but like it was fun. So it's not like it was overdone in any sort of way. It was just like a feel good time. It's a happy ending for everyone. And it's very funny. There's a lot of like sort of dreamlike situations, because like there's a very unrealistic like things that don't happen. Like it's cartoonish almost.
Yeah.
In certain times.
Yeah. My favorite part. I have no ching.
Yeah, that went viral on TikTok.
She is so funny in that show. Her character is just so funny. And then so like I think you have like these little side characters too that just make it more enjoyable. And it's also, yes, it's about Sejong's character and Anha Sub's character, but you know you have the side story of the best friend and the secretary too.
The besties get together too, and I think everybody would love that.
I'm just like, thank you, second leads finally getting the recognition that they deserve, and they had really great chemistry too.
Speaking of, I don't think we mentioned the second lead female is So Inha. I recognized her because she was in Strong Woman Do Bong Soon as Jisoo's girlfriend.
Yes.
So I like saw her face. I was like, I know her. Where have I seen her?
Yeah, like I've seen her in a couple of ones, and it was nice to see her in a lighthearted character, because I feel like I forgot the other one where she played the girl villain in one of the shows, and I forgot which one, but it was like this was like refreshing to see her, and like she's happy and she's cute and she's kind of dumb about love too. So
I like Kim Mingyu's character too, because he did the trope where it's like he has a crush but is like not nice to her.
He's like, a very tsundere type.
Yeah, that's why I was like super into that. That's my type. So I was like, yes. And then when he finally like caves and kisses her, it was the greatest thing ever.
Oh yeah.
You know, like that scene was amazing. Like you don't even have to know the whole story, but once you do, you're like, oh my God. Yes.
Like finally, like they've been skirting around each other for so long. And like, cause you know, she was the one who made like the first move. So like and then he's like, no, I'm going to draw the line. And she's like, well, fine. You want to draw that line? I'll draw that line even further with you. And it's just like, I just like all four of them in general, I think is just a really, really good combination of people. Like they got really good people to play this drama, really fun. And I mean, I really liked it. I think anybody who is looking for that type of lightheartedness that you were mentioning, I think they'll like Business Proposal. And people are just really good to look at too. All of them.
They're all very attractive.
Yeah.
For sure. And I just like that it has a happy ending, because like 9 times out of 10, these dramas are just so sad when they end. Like,
I know. Or it just ends so abruptly that you're like, huh? We're here already? Okay.
I mean, like it is a cliche ending.
Yes.
It's but like it's just nice to see, because I feel like K-dramas try so hard not to have the cliche ending that it just gets sad.
Yeah. I feel like it's still open-ended enough where it's possible that, you know, if they ever decided to do like a 1 hour, 2 hour special, that they could to fill in a little bit more of the gap. But one of the things is like, does it have that like, would you watch it again?
Probably.
I think I would. Like what at least for me, when it comes to defining like good K-dramas, does it have its repeatability for yourself? So it's just like, yeah, I can see myself coming back to this drama and rewatching it just, because why not, right? So I really, really like this drama. And it also reminded me, it's just like, man, I love Sejong as an actress, but I do miss her singing at the same time because
It's been a long time, I feel
yeah.
like.
And the fact that we got to see her like somewhat like when she's in her alter ego, like looking like an idol kind of again, it was just like, I miss her looking like that. I'm like, oh man, it's been a while. I will say, after getting to see An Hyo-sup act, I started to be like, okay, I'm gonna watch more of stuff from him. I watched Dr. Romantic 2 or Dr.
Oh,
Boom.
I've been meaning to watch that because I knew he was in it.
He's in it, and oh my god, just recommendation, you should watch it. You should watch it because I'm just like, oh, and apparently they're filming or they're working on season 3, and he's coming back for season 3.
Season 3, because I know
Yeah.
season 1 was different, like different
cast.
cast.
Very different cast. I wonder if they'll bring back the original cast, but not sure. But I would like to see him. I want to, like, he and the main lead of Dr. Romantic are coming back for sure. And I'm just like, so more of An Hyo-sup as a doctor? Sure, sign me up.
I feel like he doesn't have that many like dramas to watch compared to some other like high-end pretty boys, but oh my god, he's so nice to look at.
He's right, like, sorry, gonna be a little bit superficial, and just like, oh, he's so handsome. And then I didn't know he like speaks really fluent English, and I'm like, oh, that made you.
He's Canadian, that's why.
And that's why I was just like, I looked into it and I'm just like, oh, well, that just knocked up the points just even higher. I'm like, wow, I'd love to have an English conversation with you, sir.
Yeah, and obviously he does use English in A Business Proposal because they're like Go Food, but it's BB Go straight up.
Right. And I'm just like, so like, I see where the product placement is coming in here. That trope was very heavy when it comes to it, but at the same time did not make you want to try some of the food that they were working on. Like,
yeah, what was that? The white kimchi, like, what was it that chef made? It was like white kimchi ravioli or something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That sounds so good.
Right? And I'm just like, some of their dumplings too. I've had the bulgogi one because they sell it at Costco from time to time, but made me want to try the other ones that they have. And I'm like, damn, like, but also I guess it also makes sense. It's like, why is there a lot of food in this drama? It's because they're also like food researchers and everything. So, and that was different too, because it's like we're used to not really seeing obscure companies like that. Usually it's some sort of like financial or marketing type of.
It's often like some marketing something or
like some sort of like other industry that is just kind of bland in my opinion. So like to see it from like a food business too, it was just like, oh. But I did see somebody made a comment about it, and they were talking, it was like, I was kind of low-key upset that it's called A Business Proposal, but we didn't really get anything businessy in it. And I'm like, I guess.
No, the business proposal is when they had a contract to have the fake relationship. That's the business proposal.
Exactly. So it's just like, I mean, it did have businessy stuff, but
business is boring. Nobody wants to watch business.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Like, even though we're part of a business, like that's not the fun part of it. Like, no. Of course, there's work involved, but it's like, the fun part was that they got into this contract together.
I feel like people that say that are people that have not worked a 9-to-5 job.
Probably.
Because business it's boring, dude.
It's boring. Business is boring. And I mean, all like me and Roxy know from our paid jobs, we know what business is like, and it's getting the job done, sure, but it's just like
you don't get to make a fake dating contract with your boss at work.
No.
If you do, that is fucking wild. I don't think that actually
HR
happens.
is gonna be on your
HR is gonna
oh no.
There's no such thing as HR in these dramas.
No, none of that. Because let's be real, in a real life scenario, this would not fly at all.
No, in a real life scenario, Sejong would have been fired on the spot.
On the spot. At her, like, his grandpa would have up almost until the end, he really did not approve of her as her true self. It wasn't until towards the end where it happened. So it's just like, yeah, no, like she should have been let go from that job a while back. The fact that she's hiding that. That's
why business is boring. Because like, no, HR is going to make that stop.
Don't ruin your life for it. Like, no. Or it's just like, that's why like intercompany dating is hard. And
if you're dating in a company, they probably put you in completely different departments if they allow it. If they don't allow it, then you get fired.
Yeah. Like, you cannot be in the same department room as each other in real life. So like, I mean, technically, yes, they did have like separate departments, but it's the fact that he would bug her in her department that makes it like, oh my God, like this would not fly.
That part was super unrealistic when he like started showing up at her, like what her team was doing stuff. He'd never do that ever.
He's like, oh, he's very involved, but in real, like, we know, like, obviously it's a fantasy, so like that doesn't happen. Can we also talk about her actual like coworkers and how they were in a hooded relationship too?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I knew something was going on. Like, I was just like, they fight with each other too long. But
that's another trope there.
Yeah, like the coworkers secretly dating, and then they're like, are you dating somebody? And she's like, no, me? Dating somebody? Maybe, but not here. Reality. They get outed because he's the coworker, the older coworker is like texting her, but text the group chat instead. That was another trope revealing. What was your most favorite part from Business Proposal?
I like when they're doing the fake dating and like falling in love but not telling each other. I love that shit. I live for it.
Yeah, I agree. I think I really liked when she was her alter ego, and he was just kind of like, I'm into you. I know your secret, but I'm into you kind of situation.
I found it a little unrealistic that he was like so interested in her when she was being over the top, because I think like a normal person would no. Like, I know it's like for the story and that's why they did it, but that part I was like, that seems a little like they're pushing it a little too hard.
I also really like enjoyed the whole, I'm gonna deny these feelings and the feelings that you have for me, and I'm just gonna be ignorant and play like I don't know, because she does that, and I'm just like, girl, come on, stop denying it. We know.
Yeah, I usually like that part, and then I get really fucking bored when they like admit their feelings and start dating. I like don't care about these K-dramas when they have issues in their dating life. I'm like, you lost me. I'm not interested anymore.
Yeah. But I think for them, like, it was because there was always some sort of thing up against them when it came to it, because they still technically had to fake it, or like it was the grandpa situation that was like the biggest one, and then here comes the other dude that her first crush, as another obstacle. Like, I felt like because they were going through different barriers, it made it bearable to see in that case.
Yeah, because a lot of the times it's just like they fight and have miscommunications. for like 4 or 5 episodes, and I'm like, this is stupid.
No.
Y'all are manufacturing like content now.
Yeah. But I mean, lots of feels, lots of cute feels in terms of this drama. So I would watch it again. If you're interested in watching it, it is available on Netflix. So it's gonna require a subscription. Sorry. But yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I think, well, we have thoughts about the last one especially. Have thoughts more thoughts of that might not be positive.
A business proposal is good if you just want, like, if everything's too heavy and you just want like a nice romance story that's like lighthearted and ends happily. It's good. It's good for that.
Yeah, I think it was a perfect timing for it to come out when it did. So hey, if you're watching it, why not? Right? If you want to see the next 2 dramas that we're going to be talking about, click over to the next video. Just go over there. Yeah. Okay. See you in that one.